All right, today we are going to talk about A/B testing and binary search. So, when it comes to experimentation, the one thing that everybody seems to know is A/B testing. This is like a very common framework. It's really quite simple. You have two versions of a layout. So, let's just say of your website. And when you are testing these two versions, you have one version that has four circles, the other version has three circles and a triangle. And you basically just check which one is doing better for your conversion objectives, right? This is really the most simple testing framework or experimentation framework there is. And then of course there's like multi-cell or multivariate testing where you create multiple cells, right? So you can do like A, B, C, D, E testing. And that's also a very important thing to do, right? The concept that I think most people don't talk about because, A/B testing got so popular, and then people on top of that worry about statistical significance of the A/B test. But the concept that people don't talk about enough is binary search. And this is like in computer science world, it's like a very simple concept. It just doesn't get applied in marketing as often, and I think it really should. In binary search, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find a certain outcome. And so basically, let's just say the number you're trying to find or the outcome you're trying to find is over here on a single axis. The way you search for it is you basically split the world into two, or you split your sample into two after you sort it, and then you check, is it here or is it here? And then if it's here, you split it into two again. You say, is it here or is it here? And then based on where it is, you split it into two again and you say, is it here or is it here? And this is way more efficient than doing a linear set of testing. So let's just say one of the things you're trying to test is something like, hey, what are the products that I want to serve my in my store? Like the way that you would do this is you would have like two versions that are quite different from each other, and then you would just continuously kind of like do, okay, which one did better, this side or this side? And then within that, come up with the right next option to split and split and split. Now, the reason I think that this is super important is, of course, something like an e-commerce website has way more than one variable, right? It has what is the landing page? What does the collection page look like? What does the PDP look like? What does the cart look like? What are the offers? What is the order of the images? And so the reason I drew this as a 2x2 axis is, let's just say like your optimal point is over here in this two-dimensional space. What I think more people need to do is think about, okay, I'm going to create a version that is over here and a version that is over here, and then maybe a version over here, and then just see, am I hot or cold? So instead of like a statistically significant A/B test, just do sampling across and then say, am I hotter or colder? And then wherever you're hotter, then create versions around that. And that is more similar to a binary search and a way more efficient way to actually figure out what is the best outcome for you globally. And of course, try to use the tools that allow you to build, various different versions with quite different outcomes or quite different ways of presenting the information that allow you to change everything in your entire funnel to see what is actually optimal for you. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. Make sure you think about binary search in addition to A/B testing when you are thinking about how to optimize your funnel for your customers.